author, a podcast host, the founder and CEO of the Still Strong Foundation. Devon, how have you been? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It's great to see you. And I know we're here to talk about a lot. You know, we're 2 weeks into the NFL season. What are your thoughts? Give me your quick pull on Patriots Jets tonight. What are you looking forward to?
Man, I'm just looking for two teams to be able to duke it out. I think early on in the season, a lot of teams are still trying to gel together. They're trying to stay healthy. That's going to be the key, as you see in the NFL right now. Injuries are hurting a lot of teams that were supposed to be undefeated right now. So the teams that can stay healthy and learn how to play together are going to come out on top.
And we'll see about those Bengals. We'll talk about them in a minute. But it's September. Man. It's Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, very near and dear to your heart. Your daughter, Leah, was diagnosed with stage 4 neuroblastoma at just 4 years old. She's 9, I believe, now.
She's 14.
She's 14. That was 9 years ago. 9 years cancer.
By.
Oh, my gosh, she's 14 now. So 9 years later, you have made it your life's mission to help people, to help families who went through what you went through. And it is the Still Strong Foundation. What has been going on recently with the work?
Yeah, so of course, when I was playing with the Bengals, the fans and everybody really rallied behind me and my family and helped my daughter become cancer-free. And we made it our mission to give that support to other families who don't necessarily have the platform that I had as an NFL player to help them throughout this journey. So since 2015, we've been running the Still Strong Foundation, where we financially assist families who are battling childhood cancer. We pay their rent, mortgage, car bills, grocery bills, whatever we can do to really help them focus on their child more and less about being able to pay their bills. And this month, like you said, is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So we're just spreading the message, letting people know that the fight against childhood cancer is still going on. We have a big event coming up in September 26th and 27th at Penn State, which is our biggest fundraiser event where we can really raise enough money to support families who are fighting cancer. So I just ask that people who followed our story continue to support the fight. I know I'm not playing for a team anymore, but I think that I'm still a part of a bigger team who's helping win a bigger battle, and that's against childhood cancer.
You can go to stillstrongfoundation.org, as you guys can see on your screen for that. You're saying you don't play for a team, but you did play for the Bengals. Has the support continued from them and from the fans?
Yeah, so definitely from the fans. The fans have been amazing from day one. They were my strength in order to endure that year, which was one of the most trying years I have ever faced. And whenever I reach out to the Bengals for support, they're always there. So they're definitely still in the fight with us. You
and Leah were rulers of the jungle, weren't you?
Yeah, we were.
What was that
That was really
like?
cool. Man, that was really cool just for her to be able to go back, because when she was 4 years old, I don't think she understood the magnitude of what was going on. So to be able to go back and her be able to meet the fans and them cheer for her, as a dad, it was the best feeling in the world, because she really realized in that moment the impact that she had on that city.
In talking to her, what is it like now, sort of? Is it a chapter that's in the past? She obviously sees all the work that you're doing and helping other people. You know, at 14, like it has to be a completely different level of awareness of what she went through and what a survivor and a strong young woman she is.
Yeah, I mean, even though it happened so long ago, when you go through something like childhood cancer, it's forever present. Because with every cough or sneeze or illness, you don't know if it's the cancer coming back, but we don't really allow it to control how we approach each and every day. I think that she's used it for motivation because now she wants to be a doctor, and she just got accepted into a medical pathway program in her high school. So she's learned how to turn her pain into purpose, and is really going to make an impact when she gets older.
It's amazing. StillStrongFoundation.org. It's the 5th annual Still Strong Foundation golf tournament that you'd mentioned that was coming up. I want to remind everybody, it is Friday, September 27th at Penn State. There's a goal to raise $100,000.
Yep.
Kat, who's sitting, I'm going to donate $1,000 right now. So your goal is $99,000, Devon.
There we go.
You got it.
There we go.
We're going to get this going.
And I'm be honest, I suck at golf, but I drive a mean cart and I can pass around beers and all that. We're going to have a great time. I'm just not going to participate in those long drives.
Amazing. Let somebody else do that. You're there to shake
Exactly.
hands, to hang out,
Yep.
and to get great donations for an incredible
Yeah.
cause. It's amazing that
Absolutely.
this has stuck with you through this time, and it's been part of your journey, and you're affecting so many families. So, so happy to have you. I do want to talk about the Bengals a little bit. Okay.
Let's do it.
There. I mean, pick me up off the floor, Devon. Let's go.
Right.
What do you think?
It's been a struggle. I think for the past 3 years they started off, 0-2, which a lot of people can panic about, but it's still early on in the season. I think that if they continue to put in the work during their time off, they get the offensive line to really gel and do a better job, pass protecting and open up lanes in a run game, they can turn things around. But they dealt with a lot of stuff, off the field stuff during the offseason, which you would expect it to have this type of impact initially in the beginning of the season. But hopefully they're able to turn things back around. They did it in 2022, and they made it to the AFC Championship starting off this slow. So hopefully they can do something similar.
Commanders at Bengals, Monday Night Football. Bengals favored by 7.5 points. What do you think happens? I really think, what I've heard from inside the building, everyone's real pissed. Everyone's mad.
Yeah.
And I think that's what needs to happen.
I bet. I think coming off a loss like that in Kansas City is going to give some added motivation, some anger that they can approach this week with. And this is going to be a pivotal game for them to see if they can bounce back from that and get things back on the right track. I think the next couple of games, they have a chance to really prove who they are, not only to themselves, but to the whole NFL community. So hopefully they can turn things around.
I love that. I think they're going to win this one, get the confidence they need, and then they'll go on a roll,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Something about this team loves a slow start. That's just what happens.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, before you go, about Andy Dalton, because he was the quarterback on your Bengals teams. He's been around the league for the past 10 years. We know who he is. And now he's got the starting gig again with the Panthers after Bryce Young gets benched. What do you think about Andy in this role, and what makes him the right guy in Carolina?
I think Andy is a great leader. He's always been a great leader, even when I was playing with the Bengals. I think that going into this week, he's going to have a lot of pressure on him in Carolina because the fans want the season to turn around. And when you bench somebody like their quarterback and then put Andy Dalton up there, they're looking for a change. They're looking for a spark. So hopefully he can get the team to rally behind him and get them back on the right path. I know he has the ability to do it. It's just if the team trusts him and if the crowd gives him a chance in order to do that.
I was going to ask you about Coach Burke quickly, because he's obviously helping DeMeco Ryans have a top 5 defense down there with Texas. Did you see that in him? Did you see that he was a star DC in the making?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what he's been able to do, the schemes he's been able to come up with, has really made the Texans a contender. And I live in Houston now, and I know that this city is fired up because the Texans weren't often looked at as one of the top contenders in the AFC. But now when you think of the AFC, you think of Kansas City, you think of the Texans. And I think that the Texans have this type of bravado that they're moving around with, that they know that they're a good team now. And I think that if they continue to push forward, and they have a big test this week coming up with the Vikings, if they're able to overcome this game, I think that they're in a strong position in order to win out.
We're going to end where we started with this matchup that starts off tonight, kicks it all off in week 3 tonight. Jets, Patriots. Back in 2013, let's go back there. You faced Aaron Rodgers as a Green Bay Packer. The Bengals, which I love, came away with the win. This team picked him off twice. What do you remember about preparing for him and what makes him so lethal even back then?
Yeah, I think that what we try to do is scheme him as best as possible. But when you're playing against a player that's good, you only can do so much. You know that he's going to get off. You just hope that he don't get off in a way that beats you. So just being able to be high energy, everybody doing their job, everybody playing together and cause as much chaos as possible, gave us that opportunity to come out victorious.
Pats at Jets. Jets favored by 6.5 points. Do you think the Jets can win this division? Or is it just the Bills to lose?
I think it's the Bills to lose.
Yeah, you like the Bills
Definitely.
still. All right.
Yeah.
They're minus 130 to win the AFC East. Anybody who wants to have fun with that, we're watching the game. We're supporting Devon. We're making donations. We are supporting as much as we can. Founder of the Still Strong Foundation. Please head over to stillstrongfoundation.org. And Bengals fans, you hear the man. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for always being present for him and his family. And keep the donations coming for a good cause. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Say hi to Leah, who I cannot believe is 14 years old. That's insane.
I will.